Welcome to Tabletop Baseball Plus. Very excited today. It is game number 30 of the Ron Guidry replay. As you can see, he's 20-6 through 29 starts in the replay. They're taking on the Boston Red Sox, and I think this is the first time that the Red Sox have shown up in the replay. And it's going to be Dennis Eckersley on the mound for the Red Sox. And what actually happened in this game is the Red Sox got blanked. 7-0 victory by the Yankees. 9 innings, two-hitter for Guidry. 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. And he improved his record to 21-2. So we are ready to get going here. In Fenway Park, Dennis Eckersley, the right-hander, against Mickey Rivers. It's a 1-4. 1-4 and a 1-4. He's a lefty, though. There's a 9 in column 1 to pop out to short. Five-6 is a 5. And then a 5-1 is a 1, so a 6. And column 5 is going to be a walk. The pitcher has a raised number beside his column 5 grade, and the result is a 6, 7, 8, or 9. If it's higher than the number, it is a walk. So he has a 1 there. Or he has a 5, sorry. It's a 1, but the raised number is a 5. And the roll's a 1. So it is 2 balls on the batter. Actually, should have been up here, a 3. It was still a roll of a 1 because this is for righties up here, this is for lefties. Willie Randolph is a right-hander. 6'5". 6'5 is a 31, and then a 6'6 is a 4. 35, column 6. And that's going to be a pop-out fly to left. First time I've had a shaded right-handed pitcher. 6'2 is a 16, and then a 6'6 is a 4, so a 20, fly to right. Rick Burleson will lead off for the Red Sox. It's a 1-5, is a 3, and then a 1-2 is going to be a strikeout. 4-6, 4-6 is a 3, and then a 4-2. Is second base, ground out to second for Fred Lynn. 1-5 is a 4 and a 1-1. It's going to be a strikeout. Jim Rice goes down swinging. Top of the second, Reggie Jackson, 2-4 is a 2. And then a 2-5. He's a lefty. Is a 5. So 7, column 2, foul out to second base. 3-5, 30, 3-5 versus a lefty is a 4. 34, column 3. Double to right field for Chambliss. Nettles, 1-5 is a 3, and then a 1-2 is a 5, so an 8. And that will be a pop out to third. Two away, Lou Piniella, 2-4 is an 11. And then a 2-6 is a 1-12 in column 2 is a single to left with 2 outs, runner on second, scores. Lou Piniella comes through with a RBI single, 1-0. Yankees 5-4. Roy White, 5-4 is a 1. And then a 5-2 for lefty is a 1. 2 in column 5 is a ground out to first. But the Yankees get on the board. Bottom of 2, 4-2 for Yastrzemski. Tough matchup here, lefty-lefty. 4-2 is a 5, and then a 4-5 is going to be a ground out to short. Carlton Fisk, 5-2, 27 and a 5-2, 28 column 5, fly to right. Six fives, a 36, 6-3, the 137. Column 6, struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Guidry already. Top of 3, Bucky Dent, 2-5. 2-5's a 16, and then a 2-2. 2-2 versus righty, 17, column 2, struck him out. 4-1 for Mickey Rivers. 4-1 is a 2, and then a 4-1 is first base, so he grounds out to first. 2-2 for Willie Randolph, an 11. And a 2-1 is going to be a 5. So 16, column 2, single. Single to right field. Brings up Thurman Munson. 1-5 is a 2, 1-6 is a 5, so a 7, or actually is a 1. So that's going to be a strikeout. Eckersley, much tougher versus right-handers. So nothing doing it for the Yankees. And the top of the 3rd, bottom of 3, George Scott. We'll lead off 3-2. 3-2 is a 29, and then a 3-5 is a 1. So a 30 column 3 is a fly out to left. Butch Hobson, a 4-1 is a 2. 4-2 is going to be a ground out to second. Frank Duffy, 2-6 is a 4. Raise number. So column 2, and then a 32. It's going to make that a 5. Makes that a 5, and we have center field. Center field is Rivers. He's a 4. So he's not going to get there. He needs to be a 5 or more, which can't be higher than a 5. So that is going to drop in for a hit. And the 9-hole, Frank Duffy gets the first hit for the Red Sox. Rick Burleson, a 1-5 is a 3, and that's going to be a strikeout. All right, top of the 4th, Reggie Jackson. We'll lead things off for the Yankees. 5-6 is a 4. And then a 5-3 versus a lefty is going to be a 1. So 5 is going to be a ground out to 3rd. For Jackson, here's Chambliss. 1-5 is a 5. And then a 1-4 is a 5. So that's a 10, but that's going to be a fly out to right. or pop out to first actually. And Greg Nettles. Greg Nettles a 6-6. 6-6 is a 9. And then a 35. Okay, he's a lefty. It's going to make that an 8. Makes it an 8, and then a 6-6 versus a lefty is a 5. So a 13 is going to be a home run. That will be a home run for Greg Nettles. He's hit quite a few home runs in this replay. Here's another one. It's 2-0 Yankees. Lou Piniella, 2-1 is a 50, and then a 2-5 is a 1. So 51, column 2, and it's going to be a ground out pitcher to first. It's 2-0 Yankees. Bottom of the 4th, Fred Lynn, 4-2 is a 2, and then a 4-1 is going to be ground out to first. Jim Rice, 4-5 is a 1, and a 4-4 is going to be grounder to short. Yastrzemski, 6-4 is a 59. 6-5 is a 3. 62, column 6. And he doubles. It's a double for Yaz. A 2-out double. Brings up Fisk. 1-4. 35. 1-2 is a 36 total. Grounds out to third. Ends the inning. Top of the 5th. 1-2. Roy White is a 35, and then a 1-1 versus a lefty. It's going to be a 5. Hold on, a 1-2, 35, and then a 1-1 versus a lefty is a 5. So 40, column 1 is ground out to short. 2-5 is a 16 for Bucky Dent, and a 2-5 is a 17 in column 2, and Dennis Eckersley strikes him out for the second time today. Mickey Rivers, 4-6 is a 3, and then a 4-2 will be a ground out to first. Still 2-0 Yankees, bottom of the 5th. 6-3, 36 for Bailey. And then a 6-5, 39, column 6. 39's a strikeout. George Scott, 1-3 is a 2, and then a 1-4 will be another strikeout. Guidry's got stuff working today. 6-1 is a 16, and then a 6-5, 19, column 6 will be fly to, actually it's going to be a strikeout. Because he has the K there next to that 5 on column 6. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. Top of the 6th, 2-0 Yankees. 1-3, Willie Randolph. 1-3 is a 3. And a 1-2 is going to be a strikeout. Thurman Munson, 2-5, 16. 2-6 is a 1-17, struck him out. See if Eckersley can answer with a strikeout of the side himself. 5-5 is a 20. And then a 5-3 versus a lefty is a 1. 21 in column 5 is a walk. So we can't do it. And then we check him in the action chart. We get a 10. Him and a 10 is going to be pass ball possibility. And I can't remember how that goes. The blue die is higher than the catcher's pass ball rating. All runners advance one base. 6, so it's going to be higher because Fisk is a 4. It's a little pass ball there. And Reggie is at second base with Chris Chambliss now. The batter, 3-4. 3-4 is a 57. 3-1 versus a lefty is a 259 in column 3. 59 is the rare play. And we get a 5, so we'll go to the odd. We'll go to the rare play book. Runner on second with 2 outs. Runner on second with 2 outs, and we roll. And we get an 11. Surprise bunt. Runner second with 2 outs and 11. Surprise bunt. Batter drops down. Surprise bunt toward third base. Roll 1 die against the batter's bunt rating. Dies higher. Batter beats the throw to first, and runner on second goes to third. If it's not higher, he's out. His bunt rating is a 4. And it's a 4. If it's higher, it's not higher. If it's not higher, batter is out. Well, it's not higher. If die is higher, batter beats the throw to first. It's not higher, it's equal to. So that is going to be we're going to call it a 2-4. All right, bottom of the 6th. Frank Duffy, 1 for 1, 3-1. It is a 4. Column 3, 46. Man, 62. That changes to a 62. And then a 3-6 is a 1. 63, column 3. Line single to center. Frank Duffy, 2 for 2. Brings up Burleson, 6'5", 36, 6'4 is 2, 38, column 6. 38's a strikeout. Tough day for Burleson. That's 3 Ks. Freddie Lynn, 5'5", is a 20. And then a 5'3", is a 2. 22, column 5, is a walk. So he walks Fred Lynn. And we go to the M of the action chart. We get an 8. And wild pitch possible. If blue die is higher than the wild pitch rating, all runners advance 1 base. He's a 2. It's a 4, so it is higher. So it will be a wild pitch. Well, he goes to second on the walk, and then goes to third on the wild pitch. Second and third, Jim Rice, home run, can take the lead here. 4-5 is a 1, and a 4-3 is going to be third base. And Nettles is a 1, so that's a 2. Infielder's halfway. It's going to be a double play. It's going to be a 5-4-3. Actually, no, my bad. There's runners on second and third. There is no runner on first. Second and third, they're going to call the infield in. It's a hard grounder. Batter out. Batter is out. Runners hold on a 2 through 6 with first base open. So it's a 5-3. Hard shot to Nettles, but so hard the runners can't advance. 5-3 for Yaz is a 6. And then a 5-1 is a 1. 7 in column 5. And he walks him. Bases loaded. Carlton Fisk. 3-4, 57. And a 3-5, 58 in column 3. And that's the rare play check. And it's odd. Go to the rare play book. Bases loaded with 2 outs, and we get a 7. It's a full count, payoff pitch, roll 1 die for umpire's call on 3-2 pitch. If the die is odd, it's a strike 3. If die is even, it's a ball 4. Okay, even, strikeout, odd, ball 4. No, backwards. Odd, strikeout, even, ball 4. Odd, it is a strikeout. It's called strike 3. So Guidry escapes on a call that the Red Sox fans are going crazy over. It was outside, it looked like, but he got the call. Guidry did. Gets out of the inning. We'll go to the 7th. Still 2-0 Yankees. Facing a scare there in the 5th or 6th. 1-4 is a 35 for Nettles. And then a 1-6 versus a lefty is a 5. 40 is ground out short. Lou Piniella, 1-3 is a 10. And then a 1-1 is a 1. So an 11 is a single up the middle for Lou Piniella. He's 2 for 3. 1 out, 1 on. 3-5. 3-5 is a 12. And then a 3-3 versus a lefty is a 3. So 15, column 3. Lines out to second. Runners hold. 16 in column 3 is a triple. So just missed a disastrous triple there for the Red Sox. 3-2 is an 11 for Bucky Dent. And then a 3-5 versus a righty is a 3. So 14, column 3. And he lines it out to third. Bottom of the 7th. There's Bob Bailey, 3-3, 32, and a 3-3. I always forget to do that. 3-3 is a 1, 33. Line out to center for the DH, Bob Bailey. George Scott, first baseman, 5-1 is a 4, 5-3 is a 2, so 6 is going to be a walk. He walks George Scott. One out, one on. Still 2-0 Yankees. Butch Hobson 3-6 is a 42, and then a 3-4 is that's going to be a base hit. He's a right-hander. Single runners advance 2 bases. Unless they have 1 or 2 speed, they stop at second. George Scott has 2 speed, so it is a 1 base advance for George Scott. One out. First and second, Frank Duffy, who's 2 for 2. 1-6, 45, and then a 1-4, 46. Is the old comebacker to the pitcher. With shortstop playing halfway, they are playing halfway. And try for double play. Roll 1 die against the pitcher's defensive rating. If the die is higher, it is a double play. All right, Guidry's defensive rating is a 2. It's a 1. So it's not higher. It's going to be a force out at second. And it will be a 1-6 and then a fielder's choice. First and third with 2 outs. Back to the top, Rick Burleson, who's really struggled today. 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. 3-1, 31. 3-4 is a 1, 32, column 3. And he gets him to line it out to right field. So Burleson finally gets the bat on the ball. It hits one square, but it is a line drive to right. Caught. So top of the 8th. Timeout in just a second. All right, top of the 8th. Mickey Rivers, 4-6 is a 3, and a 4-6 is going to be a ground out to short. Willie Randolph, 4-1 is a 2, and then a 4-5 is ground out to third. Munson, 1-2 is 35, and then a 1-5 is a 1-36, ground out to third. Quick 3 up, 3 down, 8th inning for Eckersley and the Red Sox. Bottom of the 8th, Fred Lynn got the 6-6. It's a 9. Column 6, and a 23. He's a lefty. It's going to drop to a 7 though. And 6-1's a 1, so an 8. That'll be a single. So Fred Lynn leads off with a single. There's Jim Rice. 6-3 at 36. And a 3 is a 39. In column 6. And he strikes him out. Big strikeout there. Brings up Yaz. 1 for 2, double and a walk. 4-4 is an 18, and then a 4-1 is first base. That's Chambliss, he's a 2. That makes it a 20. 20 in column 4. Infield is going to be halfway. And it's going to be a single knockdown by the fielder. Runners advance 1 base. Little infield hit. Hot shot. Too hot to handle. First and second. But Chambliss does knock it down. It only allows the base runner to go to second, Fred Lynn. Brings up Carlton Fisk. They may think about going to the bullpen here. I think they are going to go to the bullpen. Timeout. Goose Gossage comes on in. And he's got Yastrzemski, which is a 1-2, and a 1-1 is going to be a strikeout. So 2 away, first and second. Bob Bailey, the DH today. 1-2. 1-2 is a 2, and then a 1-3. That's going to be another strikeout. Gossage comes in and shuts the door. Slams the door. There was a little crack there for the Red Sox, and it was quickly shut. Let's see. The Red Sox will go to their bullpen timeout. Tom Burkmeyer, the left-hander, coming in to face Reggie Jackson. 1-1's a 10, and a 1-1, 3-13. Single up the middle for Reggie. And he's got the plus sign there, so he will try to attempt to steal here. Alright, so Burkmeyer's hold is a 5, and then Fisk's defensive range is a 4, so 53. And it's a 13. That means he will be out. So he tried to steal, and he's caught stealing. Two 6. Brings up Chambliss, another lefty. 3-6, 47. And then a 3-1's a 3. So 50 column 3. 50 column 3, and that's going to be an out. It's going to be a line out to second. Here's Nettles, 6-3, 16. And then a 6-6 is a 4-20 column 6. And that'll be a fly to right. Last call for the Red Sox. George Scott's going to lead things off here in the bottom of the 9th versus Goose Gossage. 6-5, 36, 6-3, 2, so 38 is a strikeout. 3 strikeouts, 3 batters for Goose Gossage. Butch Hobson, 6'2", is a 9. He's a right-handed batter here at Fenway, 35. 35 is going to stay a 9. And then a 6'5" is a 3, so 12. And that's going to be a home run as long as I don't roll a 1. And Butch Hobson hits one out. So Frank Duffy, who is 2 for 3, it's a 2-1 ball game now. See if Duffy can get on here. A 1-1's a 20, and a 1 is a 21 is a single. Single to right field. Possible error. Right fielder's Pinelli's a 41. It's a 52. So that is going to be an error. Single. And then an E9. And Duffy's at second. Brings up back to the top of the order Rick Burleson. 6'5", 36, 6'2", is a 1, 37 is going to be a strikeout. So back on the strikeout train, Guidry and Burleson. Burleson 4 Ks on the day, 4 out of 5 plate appearances he struck out. So down to their final out, it's Fred Lynn. He is a lefty. They're leaving Gossage in though. 3-4, 30, and a 3-4 is a 1, 31. Column 3 is a line out to left. To end the game, Lynn lines one hard, but right at Roy White out there in left. And the Red Sox come up a bit short, 2-1. The final, Guidry goes 7 1/3. And he gives up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. No runs. Walks, he had 2, 3. Looks like 3 walks. Strikeouts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strikeouts. Let's see what Gossage went 1 2/3. 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts. No walks. Did give up a home run. 1 run, 1 earned, and 2 hits. But Guidry gets the win. He's going to go to 21-6 through 30 starts. So he's right dead even with his actual record of, on the win side, on the win column, 21. He's 21-2 after this game in real life, 21-6 in the replay. So not bad. And that is going to do it for this one. Appreciate you guys watching. D. Scott Howard was this month's $25 winner in the giveaway. Appreciate all the patrons. If you want to be a patron, if you are in a situation where you can contribute to the channel, check out our Patreon page. No big deal if you're not. That's, it's I don't want you to if you can't. Only if you're in a situation to do that. It really helps us out. Another thing that you can do to help us out is hit the like button and subscribe. Those two things help us out immensely also. So again, appreciate it. I'm going to get out of here for now. You guys have a great evening. Take care and God bless.